Hi people, it's Chilli here from Live Listener Race, and I'm bringing you a 5-minute review episode on the latest Jeff Beck album, 18. This episode, of course, is about the Jeff Beck album 18, which stars Johnny Depp as well on guitars and vocal duties. And this was recorded back in 2020 and held from release because of, well...
What was the question again?
Now, Jeff Beck is a guitar legend. He replaced Eric Clapton as a guitarist for the Yardbirds and would play alongside future Led Zeppelin guitarist Jimmy Page. This guy is the OG when it comes to guitar instrumental albums. Lots of G3 alumni look up to this guy. Now, this isn't the first time that Johnny Depp has worked with Jeff Beck. In fact, they worked together on the album Rise under the band Hollywood Vampires, which is a band that was formed by Alice Cooper, Joe Perry, and many others back in the 70s, but reformed only a couple of years ago with, of course, Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp. So the album itself is very interesting, a mix of original compositions and mostly covers, which include Killing Joke's Death and Resurrection show, who have eluded death and are due to release a new album out soon.
Next question.
That's pretty ballsy. I mean, most people wouldn't even know of this band or even this song. There is also a cover of John Lennon's Isolation, who unfortunately won't be releasing any new material. Oh, come on, it's been 40 years. Other covers on this album include the Beach Boys' Don't Talk, Put Your Head on My Shoulders, as well as Caroline No, the Everly Brothers' Let It Be Me, which was also covered by Bob Dylan, and the Velvet Underground's Venus in Furs. Ironically, that version of the last song sounds like it could be used in an ad for Johnny Depp's perfume line.
Strike their mistress and cure his heart.
As mentioned before, this album is mostly covers, with a few originals mixed in between the mix. In particular, some original songs that stand out are Sad Motherfucking Parade and This Is a Song for Hedy Lamarr. And I think the duo were writing these pieces keeping one of her quotes in mind, and that is saying, "I'm a sworn enemy of convention," as these songs are anything but. The song Sad Motherfucking Parade feels like it could be used at a fashion catwalk or something like that, with its mix of drums and keyboards as well as horn blasts, and the repetitive use of the song's title within. I do have to wonder if Hedy Lamarr would have enjoyed a song like this. Yeah, I guess she would have. Now, this album is a stereotypical covers album per se. If you know Jeff Beck and his style, then about 80% of this album is that sweeping guitar style synonymous with him, along with the occasional lyrics and guitar work by Johnny. This is an album that you could enjoy over 1 or 2 megapints of wine, or at least most of the album anyway. I admire the duo's ability to try something out and not go by the contemporary covers route, but rather some odd and eclectic choices. And their cover of Isolation during the pandemic seemed a very suitable fit, of course. It's like this album was a Spotify playlist made up by both of these artists, and then they decided to go out and record an album in succession. Covers of 60s Pet Shop sounds meets post-punk counterparts, eclectic and in their style. This album is probably not something to write home about, but it's definitely not shit the bed levels of bad. Overall, I think this album is deserving of 1 million chilies on the spicy scale, with my favourite songs being Midnight Walker, Caroline No, and Isolation. Maybe my choice of songs are more along the line of Jeff Beck's solo work, like his album Sweet Emotion, but that's the style of Jeff Beck that I like. While I love the band Killing Joke and I absolutely love their track The Death and Resurrection show, I think the original should be heard, and then you would understand why I think that cover was a bad choice. Yep, that's why. To surmise this album, I will say this. This album's odd, and is out now as you can see, but I've got to go now.
My dog stepped on a bee.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of 5 Minute Reviews, and be sure to do the socials. Everyone, you have a great day and stay spicy. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Live Listener Race. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you share it with all your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our Chilli Con Carnage Crew so you can get notified for all the future videos that we put out, as we put out videos every Friday. Also, we are on Discord, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter over at Live Listener Race, so make sure to tune in over there. And don't forget to like this video so that our manager can stay very happy.